welcome back to E.Y.E, Divine Cybermancy, everyone. I must say, one of the reasons why I originally didn't want to LP this game, even though I also really did want to do it, was because it has a ton of dialogue that you really should read to understand some things. But, anyway... Well, why don't we have a chat? How'd you let yourself be defeated? You're supposed to be E.Y.E elite. I'm sorry for having disgraced you, Master. And yet I taught you everything. Assassination, combat, infiltration. You received the best training our Culta Day caste has to offer. You know that we have strong internal tensions with the Jian Shangdi. It is not time for you to be out of combat for so long. I shall not be vanquished again. What really happened to you? I didn't know you were on a mission. I don't recall much. I woke up in a cave, wounded. The medical team warned me. You would have lost a large part of your memory. Indeed, but I have to leave. The commander summoned me to his office. Ah, our revered commander. If the Seeker wishes a definitive end to our internal tensions, they must replace him. You should console your Scrubble. It has been searching for you to relay a very important message, I believe. The Seeker, why? They're the ones who created E.Y.E and control it, so it's up to them to restore harmony. Sorry for even... asking, Master. You again? Didn't you have something better to do, disciple? Yeah, sorry. So sorry. Ah, you are Nartalapek. Hi, friend. Do you know why we as Cybermancy priests are superior to the rest? Thanks to cyber technology? Obviously. Yes, that's correct. Cyber technology allows you to improve your skills, but above all, to harness mighty powers. Can you give me an example? Oh yes, you can jump higher, run faster, and later you will gain specialized sighting, the ability to cloak, to resist wounds, and many other things. Tell me, where can I get some of that stuff? Am I dealing with an idiot? Alright, you have to go to the clinic. In front there's a vendor who will propose everything you dream of, but be careful. You must have the required skills, and of course, the brosifs. How can I augment my cyber implants? Is this your idea of a joke? How can you not know that? You need only consult your cyber menu. In the cyber implants tab, you can afford it. You'll be able to increase the level of your implants. Piece of cake. Stupid boy. To go through some levels you need the required researches. Well, yes. Our Cybertech tab will allow us to upgrade just about every aspect of our being. Well, every physical aspect of our being, at least. We've got our cyber brain, eyes, arms, adrenaline pumper, cyber weapon interface, wired reflex and nervous control, cyber neuronal interface, cyber armored skull, side decoupulator, muscular control, cyber armored torso, firewall, and cyber legs. They all enhance the related things. We don't have enough browsers to actually upgrade anything at the moment. They can be upgraded to a maximum of level 3, but with researchers, I believe they can go up to level 9. I think they can go up to level 10 with an ultra-rare research. Now, we can also research. Of course, research will give us various bonuses to our stats, or various other things, maybe. Well, it can unlock weapons for us. Come on, can't you see I'm busy researching here? Okay, so, medkit. Our scientists isolated a substance that would permit a physical and mental regeneration. Yeah, this This syringe not only increases your physical health, but also your mental health. We can assign an amount of scientists to it, which will affect how long the research will take to complete. I'm just going to have 0 scientists. It will take 1 day to complete this research, but it is very cheap. Well, go ahead. We have all the time in the world. We can only research 1 item at a time. Duos, what do you have to say? Hey you, wanna know why being a Cyforce Master is the path to follow if you want to impress babes? No, I don't, sorry. We have pressing business to attend to. Our loyal scrab unit here. It's pretty much a floating brain with a shield and a gun. Good day, Master. I have an urgent message for you. Who are you? Come on, Master. I'm your personal Scrabble unit. I manage your business and serve you faithfully. I absolutely must relay this message. It is code red. A message? From who? Authorization confirms it was self-recorded, Master. Sorry, I sent messages to myself? You recorded it before your last departure, Master. Can I transfer it to you? Alright, send it so I can visualize it directly. By your command, Master. Hello, if you are reading this message, it means that our last mission was unsuccessful. Something must have happened to us. Our memory must have been altered or destroyed as we have foreseen. I don't know what you, or rather what we have discovered during this mission, but we won't know it anymore. I'm going to refresh your memory so you won't make any mistakes. We cannot allow it. Alright, I know it must be weird to speak to oneself like this. Several months ago, Rimana chose you to take part in his special unit. As you may remember, the Coulters and the Gians, brothers in the past, are currently in the middle of an unofficial and secret struggle. This struggle has calmed down because of our mutual fight against the Federation has intensified. The Secretor, and therefore I, have decided to take the ultimate step towards stealing power away from our enemy. Feel free to go to the Archivist if you don't remember anything concerning our organization's global history. Okay, I'll summarize. The Federation has ruled too many worlds for too long. Our superiors from the Secretor have finally decided to launch the final attack, which will allow us to seize the power from them. The Secretor is going to take advantage of the chaos caused by the Metastroic force and incessant looter raids. But let's get back to talking about the Cultists and the Gians, as well as the team you're assigned to. The Special Task Force was created with a single goal: destabilize and destroy the Gians. Romana has high expectations for you with this task. Don't be surprised, they sent us on the mission into the cave in order to find and eliminate an influential Gian mentor. We're going to continue working towards this goal while maintaining the illusion of subservience. It means that we're going to continue our fight against the Federation and the Force to create a veil over our activities against the Gians. Serve our commander the best you can, and mistrust your mentor. According to the time-lapse erased from your memory, everything must seem odd, especially concerning your mentor. But trust me, or trust yourself at all costs. Our fight, our future depends upon it. Master, the commander requests you to see you. Make haste and meet with him. I'm going to the armory for repairs. I took part in a mission on Mars recently. Oh, good. Missions on Mars always result in things getting destroyed, usually by explosions. It's always the explosions. There are plenty of explosions on Mars, for reasons that we shall see.
We're staying gay.
That's an eloquent way to put it, Commander. Medics told me that you don't remember much. I must say, you came back here with some pretty serious wounds. Indeed, I've lost a part of my life, but at least I managed to refresh a few dormant memories. I understand. I'll try to restore your memories rapidly, as we don't have a lot of time. I'm listening. We're in a delicate position since you have failed your last missions, and our plans against the Giants have changed a bit. Of course, but from what I understand, the conflict seems to be calming down. It's only calming down because our forces, alongside those of the Secretor, are presently engaged in overthrowing the Federation. It all seems a bit blurry in my head at the moment. I don't have time to go into minute detail. Okay, I guess I'll have to do without them. Our operation to overthrow the Federation has begun, but I think that our superiors at the Secretor grossly underestimated the power of our enemy. The Federal counterattack is likely to be costly to our forces. Thanks to the chaos created by the Metastromonic force, we still hold the advantage. Additionally, the endless attacks by looters on various Federal planets have given us a moment to catch our breath. Well, I'm pleased to learn that our final victory is at hand. Indeed, but our mutual interest is, in fact, far removed from this pointless war. We must absolutely find a way, and above all reason, to eliminate the Giants. At the very least, we need to weaken their power base, or make them worthless in the eyes of the Secretor. Alright. You seem to be quite reluctant. What's going on? My own mentor wishes peace, and I admit it plants seeds of confusion and doubt in my mind. Your mentor? We'll see about that later. Don't worry. But you joined this team to help the cultists seize power. The Giants are an insult to I. In short, we must reach our goal at all costs. Time plays against us. Why such haste? Did your wounds make you drunk? You've seen for yourself that things are calming down between our two factions, and the Giants have become more and more victorious against the Federation lately. I'm not sure I want to stay in your special little team. Oh? You have a conscience all of a sudden? May I remind you of all the horrors you have committed, all the betrayals? All right, I'll call on you again soon. Well, internal struggles, eh? Seems only the higher powers of our factions seem to worry about this. The mentor seems fairly reasonable. Let's go speak to some more reasonable people, like Orionos. Hey there, glad to have you back. How are you, Orionos? Still hunting down the Metastromonic force? As usual, the more I kill, the happier I am. You wouldn't believe the stuff I've seen. Tell me, what have you seen? Did you know that some of the creatures of the Force have begun to take on the form of psychotic deliriums or even fantasies? The Metastromonic force really is something both fascinating and strange. Could you tell me a bit more about the Force? Well, it's a cosmic emanation coming from some source we cannot ascertain. The nature, universe, who knows? These creatures take the shape of our fears, our vices, our fantasies to better destroy us. I saw one of those creatures before leaving the cave, I think. A humanoid thing, looked like a shadow. Ah yes, the Manduko, the reflection of our hidden self, which also serves as the incarnation of cannibalism. It could also be some perverted mutation of mankind. According to some sources, this is what became of the first miners exposed to the Force. Who knows for certain? I'll catch you later, Orionos. If I encounter any of those creatures for the Force, I'll let you know. He is a hunter, a respectable hunter. We can go to him between missions to find a little bit more about the Metastromonic Force creatures that we have been encountering. But hopefully we won't encounter too many of them. Let's go see Archivist Silufer. What can I do for you, brother? Who are you? I'm Silufer, the Archivist. I keep data, books, information and knowledge for our group. Have you forgotten? I'd like to know more about recent events. Ah, yes. Look for the information terminals in the library. There you can find detailed information. That's a nice stick, by the way. Yeah, maybe they use it to channel their psi power. Also, this terminal right here can tell us, well, what our class is going to be, depending... Well, our class doesn't really do anything, it just gives us a name, a title, depending on where we assign our stats. But I prefer to follow the path of the cosmic purification octuple equilibrium, that of the Grey Master. Besides, we'll be able to do everything anyway. Well, eventually. That's it, Carthy. He can sell us psi powers. Very nice, but also quite costly. Well, just about everything is quite costly. Now, there are 6 history terminals. Each one will tell us a little bit about things, but really we've been told most of what we need. Well, currently, the elite troops of E.Y.E achieve capital missions in the anti-Menestronic and anti-federal fight, exterminating the threat even on the furthest colonies, recovering artifacts on inhospitable worlds, protecting civilians from besieged cities. It's really what we do. Really, we're almost the only protectors of civilians around these days. The Federals are a joke. Cohabitation is rather well tolerated by federal authorities, who take into account E.Y.E's successful missions against the Force. There are sometimes even federal forces and members of the organization shoulder to shoulder, defending their hearths from the mysterious enemy raid. The invasion of the Menestronic force increases each day, and the war against the Federation ravages whole worlds every second. Here is where we come into play. We are an undercover agent from Secretus Secretorum, and we must navigate between the factions of E.Y.E, keeping them at bay and reporting to the Secretor. Our role is to serve the organization's purpose, fight the Menestronic force, and overthrow the Federation. But we have another problem. We have just shot 4 large caliber bullets into our mentor's head. Why? Now, to our left there is the armory, where we can buy all sorts of weapons, really. But, of course, they're still too expensive, and we likely don't have the stats for many of them. And down there, this place is huge, by the way. It's best to always go in light armor, with as little speed malice as you can manage when you're running around the temple. It takes ages to get anywhere, but here is Asmodai. He will sell us cyber implants and such. Cyber Cloak is eventually going to be a must-have for me, but as of right now, we can't get it, of course. We must make some more money. Ah, Falte. Don't remember you. Hey, you there. Yeah? Don't forget to pick up the briefcases during your missions. Quite often, some technologies are inside them. Your scientists will be able to study them, so you'll be allowed to conduct new researches. Well, I already know that. Pays attention to sometimes take a little look around. And we'll do that before we go and speak to Commander Imana. This is going to be the end of the video. So, next time, everyone, we'll actually get to our first proper mission. And, well, at least in the mission, we won't have to... Well, at least in the mission we won't have to deal with the likes of you. See you later, everyone.